Hello and welcome to the Garage Report. My name's Danny. Oftentimes, we have questions about life. Sometimes, we turn to complete strangers on the internet to answer these questions. Today, what is jet lag?
Because what is jet lag? Really?
A mentally disabled person with a malfunctioning question mark key wrote, "What is jet lag? LOL. I've heard people say it, and know it's to do with planes, and that. But what is it?" First of all, I need you to get a handle on the whole question mark thing. I counted 11 of those little that leads me to believe that you were either really impulsive or have run out of your seizure medication. I secretly hope it's the second one, and that you fell down in your living room and hit your head on the corner of the coffee table, and that you have a little scar right above your left eye. No one can really see, but you're really insecure about it, and that after seeing this video, someone comes up to you on a bus and goes, "You're the guy has no clue about life." Hold on a second, that's not being very empathetic. Let me give this a shot. Yep, there's 11, and it did feel kind of good. It started like 18 or like 20. How do you know when to stop? I completely understand you now. It is very gratifying. I take back everything I said, except for the thing about the scar on the bus. That would be cool. Take a little peekaroo at the blind leading the blind. 7 years ago, some guy named Brian wrote, "It's when you're playing an airline FPS, and you know that you hit that guy, and all of a sudden, they're behind you, and bam, dead." Yes, Brian, that's exactly what jet lag is. He's either trying to be funny and succeeding at it, or has no understanding of the physical world around him, except for how they tangentially relate to him within video games. Either way, I valiantly applaud his effort.
Way to go, Brian.
Then there was a guy named Sean who wrote, "Changing a few time zones makes your brain think it is early or late when it is not." I pride myself on being a tiny bit of a word detective, a sensitive person who can feel people. And I can tell almost immediately from Sean's attempt at answering this question, by the use of his vocabulary and the cadence in which he types, that Sean is either a 12-year-old child or a 27-year-old alcoholic binge drinking his way to the bottom of a sake bottle in Japan. Either way, he did his best. Then a person on the internet who chose the name LOLOLOLOLOL wrote, like if you go somewhere with 5-hour time difference, you'll be used to going to sleep 5 hours earlier, so getting used to the difference is hard, and you're usually tired. That's called jet lag. Get it? I can't help but feel that this is the exact same person who asked the question, trying to get theoretical points on the internet. Why they would do this, I don't know. To give their life meaning? Who can say? Who can say? My favorite response has to be from RJ. Yeah, that's his name. "Hello, cutie pie." I immediately think that RJ is a predator trying to lure kids into his windowless van. Jet lag is a condition caused by an upset to our circadian rhythm cycle, usually caused by crossing several time zones very quickly by jet airplane. That windowless van you lure children into is a VW bus, sunflowers painted on the side of it. But do go on. The main symptom is sleeplessness during new day and or sleeplessness during new night. Most people get over it, parentheses, readjust, in a few days, and it can be avoided through diet and self-adjustment sleep patterns. The Ungarian diet. Oh my god, thanks RJ! Of course you're assuming that the person who has no idea what jet lag is going to be familiar with your reference to the Ungarian diet. A diet whose sole purpose is to pre-adjust your calorie intake almost 4 days before you leave, so as to minimize the effects of having traveled to another time zone. A pre-adjusting of your biological clock, if you will. RJ has no fucking idea who his audience is. This is clear now. But what else does the predator have to say? Well, I'll tell you. RJ goes on. RJ continues. Circadian rhythms are more than just our brain thinking it's a different time. It's also hormonal, body temperatures, etc. It's the normal ebb and flow of all our body functions that have adjusted to the day/night cycle where we spend most of our time. Of course that's where we spend most of our time, RJ, between the day and night cycle. What the fuck else is there? That twilight witching hour when you visit your victims in that lone cabin in the woods? RJ, splinter of time that makes you feel like God. The more time zone changes, the greater the upset, but nothing really dangerous. Well, that's very reassuring, RJ. Thank you. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that RJ also writes pamphlets for priests in prison, entitled, "This Shouldn't Be Illegal, but since it is, enjoy butt rape." Page 1, Chapter 1, lather up in the shower. For example, if you were flying from New York City to Paris, your flight might leave at 5 p.m. and travel for only 7 hours. But because of the time zones arrive at 8 a.m. Paris time. Your body would believe it was about midnight, but Paris would be having petit de jour in the new day's light. Do you go to bed or have café et croissants? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Oh, RJ, the life you must live. What a cad. What a cut up. I mean, like, cut up. Like, it cuts kids up. I am super surprised there wasn't like a please private message me if you have any questions from RJ. So what is jet lag?
Well, let me tell ya.
Final summation. Jet lag, being awake when your body thinks it should be asleep. I myself find that the best cure for jet lag is near constant sex and orange juice. I love you, my little lemon drops. I have conquered my own version of jet lag in traveling to Dubai. If you have any further questions you'd like me to look up the answers to in Yahoo, where the blind lead the blind, and make a video about it, email me at poonaple@gmail.com. I'll try to get to it, but I might not. Thank you for your money support.
Very much appreciated.
If you'd like to help out, there's a little eye in a circle in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. When you click on this, all kinds of links and shit appear. Menus fold out, and you can click and tickety-tack on those. Technology. Amazeballs. I've been getting your monies and your well wishes, and thank you. Okay. In the comments below, who gives a shit? That's how I feel about it. You do too, probably. Because, you know, you don't comment. Let's face it, you don't. You don't. So then Google interprets that as a signal of this not being interesting, and here we are, doing our best. Leave a fucking comment. God damn! Okay. I'm fine. Underappreciated, yes, but fine with it. Right. This is my girlfriend's hot. Can't wait for her to get home from work. You know, hey!